Hello and welcome back to Factory Town. In our last episode, we started campaign level 3 and started expanding our town at least in the basics for now. We have up to wooden wheels being made. We also have some fruit being forested here. We have paper being made for the school. And we were just about getting ready to start a grain farm. What I want to look at for the grain farm is to make sure we have everything we need for it. Eventually we'll need a kitchen in order to make bread, but I suppose we could sell the flour to the houses instead of bread to start with. But first I want to look and see, maybe we should do a cloth farm first. Or a cloth farm. A cotton farm. We have cotton down here we could take advantage of. And we could start making some cloth, because then that would give us the ability to make... to work on cloth conveyor belts, which could be useful. At the school, we're currently researching cloth conveyor belts, among other things, under basic logistics, so it might be a good opportunity to do that first. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. So let's take advantage of this, this pre-existing cotton here. And maybe, can I get this in here where I can pick that all up? No. Of course not. But I can't really pick it all up anyway. There's not a spot where I can get all of them in one farm. I would kind of like to have it be adjacent to the water so that I can take advantage of that. Maybe I will. Let's just do it right here. So we'll just get the cotton that we can get here, and then I'll figure out what to do about the rest if we decide to do something later. So we want a cotton farm. And then we take the cotton into a workshop, I believe. And that becomes cloth. This is cotton, cloth, and I think cotton can roll down a chute. It can. Excellent. And I'm not going to buffer the cotton, I don't think. We could, but I think it's okay not to. Because I don't think we use it for building anything, and that's really the stuff that I need to buffer the most, is the stuff that I need to use to construct something, or like in the case of the research, that way I can build up a little bit of a buffer while I'm not doing research if I weren't doing research. So then we need a barn after that, though, because the cotton we need, I think, or the cloth I mean, rather. Do we need cloth for building anything? Actually, maybe we don't. We need it for making conveyors, but that also needs planks wheels and stone bricks, I think, or something. So maybe we don't need cloth to build anything. If that's the case, then maybe I won't put it in a barn. Well, that went a lot faster than I thought. So we'll set it right there. It's already maxed out. I should also, by the way, check the supply water here. That way these get... I wonder if we can move resources. Can I pick up? No. Okay. And move doesn't work? Or does it work? No, move doesn't work either. Yeah, so you can't move trees and such. Bushes and whatnot. So I guess we could start working on the grain farm too. Let's grab a farm. And because water is not readily available here, I'm not going to use the water. But I think what I will do is plan to have 2 grain farms here. One for food, one to go towards bread, and the other to go toward... Yeah, that'll work out good. The other to go toward animal feed. We'll do like this, and then we'll have one over here too. I might as well just build it. Doesn't hurt. And we can't supply water. We could potentially supply fertilizer later, but we're just going to do grain farming for right now. Thought I missed it the first time. Grain does not need to be buffered either. The only reason that we might want to buffer this is if we were going to be producing more than one workshop can, or more than one mill can process. But we could always move that later if we needed to. So let's do a grain mill. And this one will go here. And then we can put this on a chute. And we can also make the flour. And then the choice becomes how to get that flour to the to the food market. And I think to start with, we could just do paths. How close are we on this research, by the way? 86%. So I'm going to build a path, and then we're going to realize that we can make bread, and then I'm going to want to shoot instead. But I also will want to have a chute that is up high so that we can, I guess we could start that work, because I also want to use the same for the forester. So maybe we could start designing the height here a little bit. Oopsie, and I just took out all those paths because I right-clicked on it. I don't like that. That right-click is move and or rotate the map, as well as clear stuff that you have under your cursor. I just don't know how high this can get. That's probably okay, but I know that there is a limit, and the building height, physical height, isn't always the limit. But if we did that, actually I do want to see, maybe we could do some more other plan. Oh, now it's time. Now we can test it. Excellent. Okay, so we already read this one the last time, so I'm not going to read it again. Let's see if this will work. Oh, we don't have conveyor belts yet. Let's make conveyor belts. We have cloth, we have wooden wheels, and I think it was stone. Cloth conveyor belts, yeah, stone bricks. So someplace we need to get all those things together. One option would be to start another set of everything, and that's probably the way we want to go, at least when we're working towards some form of a mega base. We could harvest some additional trees here, process them into planks, even continue harvesting with this stone here, but roll it down or roll it in a different direction. That might be the best thing to do, actually. Let's try this. Let's try ignoring what we have over here, making the wheels for making carts and whatnot. And instead, we'll set up a forester here. Yeah, that's good. Harvesting wood. Move this out of the way for right now. I clicked the wrong key. There. And then let's do a workshop. I'm not going to buffer the logs, I don't think. Or a lumber mill, I should say. Let's go maybe this way with it. And then we want planks. No, I think I want to go click. There we go. That way with it. And then we need a workshop. Let's just use this one. Actually, and we'll go this way with it. And I want to make wooden wheels here. That way. So let's get this going. We have a bit of a buffer of those built up. And so this assembly will only... I can't do that. This assembly will only work for... Let's put a person there for now, till we can get up a conveyor belt. And they are working. So, okay, so this assembly will only work for the chain. So it's not going to store anything. We're not going to buffer anything. We're just going to build the chain up as best as we can at this point. So we need another stone mason. And let's take out these fences here. Put a stone mason here. And these stone bricks, I don't think they can roll down a chute. They cannot. So we need to have a path for now until we can put conveyor belts in. This way somehow. And also, I doubt that cloth can roll down a chute, so should I try it? I suppose. Yeah. So then we're going to need a path coming out of here and up that hill we can't get up. Well, shoot. Can we get up this hill? Yes, we can. Okay. Well, that's going to be a long stretch of road here. I'm going to widen this a little bit. Let's do that like that, I guess. I don't like it, but it is what it is. And then I want another workshop over here, making cloth conveyor belts, and these do need to go into a barn. Barn. There's a barn. Do that. This is making... Oh, we don't have any workers left. Okay. Let's do some more houses here. One there. One there. And then upgrade twice. Twice again. Find the worker. And then this is going to make cloth conveyor belts. So, build worker wagon. I need planks. I've been spending planks like crazy. So I guess I need to probably increase my plank production by like a lot. We just spent a bunch of logs too on all that building. Is the problem? Let's see what the problem is. I think we could use some more foresting going on here, or deforesting as the case may be. Maybe we put... Oh, this needs planks too. Yeah, I just spent a bunch, that's all. Can I do... Do I want to do... Yeah, I think we'll do animal pasture research. We had a lot of paper stored up. How much more research do we have left to do? Just those 3, or... No, we can do all of these. Okay, we have a lot of research to do. This is where you start wanting the books because they're worth 10, but we haven't looked at how to make books yet. I have a vague recollection of how to make books, but we haven't looked at how to make books. I think I'll just let things build up here, although we do have, now that the wheels aren't going, but I need 3 wagons, so we can make 1. Let's start with the one that's furthest away here. Cloth, you're going that way? Okie dokie. Then I guess I should have built the path. Oh no, now you're gonna follow the path. Okay. I thought so. And then this needs people mining, working. Maybe 2. That one. This one. We'll do it like that, just to make sure that they can get around each other. BWG. And then we'll take stone bricks into there. And then finally, the close one here. Taking planks into there. And that should... No, not planks. Oh, crud. I need you to drop off your planks at this barn. So I don't waste the planks. And then you can take wheels from here to the workshop, the other workshop. That was dumb. Alright, now wheels into there, and that should get us making cloth conveyor belts. I want to just have 2 slots of these, I think. I don't know that I want a huge buffer, although I guess it wouldn't hurt. Let's not worry about it. We'll make as many as we can, because this is a dedicated assembly anyway. What I probably should have done here is switch these 2 buildings. Yeah, let's move this barn out of the way. And then this workshop, I don't know if it'll let me move it. Oh, well, okay, good. You just can't move barns when they've got stuff in them. Move it once more. There, like that. And then we need a person here just for a moment, taking the cloth conveyor belt into the barn. And then we can do with a cloth conveyor belt into the barn. Okay, now human, get out of the way. Actually, go away. And then that goes that way. Yes, perfect. This person, drop off everything. Okay, and you're done. Go into there. Excellent. And now you're done. And go into here. I'm reticent to delete wagons because of the cost of the wheels and such. So I'm just going to go park this wagon over there someplace. And this should work. Oh, this won't work. I can do a grabber, though. Let's do build logistic grabber here. There we go. That's the only product, so we don't have to set a filter here because it's the only thing this thing's making anyway. And the next thing... Oh, now you're going that way. Next thing I want to do is is this here. So let's delete some of these paths, and then we need conveyors, but we need to have some inventive conveyor belting here a little bit. Let's do up. Where are you going? Oh, you're going to the... Yeah, I'll just do a scaffolding block. This, like this. I don't know that that's quite enough. I'm going to have to track back, or turn back along myself. Okay. This goes this way. Oh, you can drag too. I forgot about that. And then I think I'm going to maybe go out over top of these cotton bushes a little bit, like that. And then I can do some ramp up scaffolding here. I guess I should have done that. Pressing the wrong keys again. And I don't know if I want to have all of this structure the whole way. I don't think I do, so I'm going to delete some of these just to save myself the money. And then I'll go across a little bit. And I'm just about there. Maybe I am at the right height. If I am, almost. Okay, since I am, I want to just do a little bit of squiggle here. Actually, could I have gotten there? Let's make sure I can't get there with just a straight shot. Just because... if I don't have to do the crazy... Oops. Can't see well enough here. There. I could have. Okay, then I'm not going to put all this crazy in here. That makes life a lot easier. Okay, and then let's do ramps. There, 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 there. And then... oh, nope, I messed up. Excellent. I mean, not excellent that I messed up, but you know what I mean. That's perfect right there. And so then we need this, and then I can drag this up to there. And then this can come in like this thing. Thank you. Like this, and then like that. And that'll take our cloth into the workshop. So now you are going to be retired. As soon as you deliver what you have to that. It's overfilled now because wagon wheels are the slow thing. And I think it's because the forester is the slow thing. It is. So we could probably increase the amount of workers in the forestry. Oh wow, the foresters actually do just count as 2 workers then. That's handy. And it's still an issue. Still the issue. I think. No, actually it's not. That might be stabilizing because this never stops. So that might be okay. We need more. I think we're going to need more lumber mills, which means that we'll need more foresters. So what I could do is put another forester down over here on this side. And then another lumber mill on this side. And then you're taking care of wood. And we'll probably put you up to 2. And then this is going to do planks also. And this is where you kind of start to get into the production chain aspect of this game. Because now we get to the point where we need to balance out our production and make things... Are you going to have a problem? Unloading. Yeah, I'm going to have to take this one off for a moment. So that this wagon can unload. Because it's full and so is the building. So there it goes. Okay, good. Now I need to also take this one out of the mix. Nope, I want you to stay here and do that. In the meantime, I'll take up all these paths that I added. And we unlock the pasture. Oops, wrong way. There we go. Let's do that. This. All of this was all just for that one purpose. And now I can do conveyor belts. I could ramp them up, I suppose, but I'm going to pretend that I don't think I'm going to use this area up here. And we'll just do a long, or use this area for anything else, that is. Just do a long conveyor belt like this. And it did a grabber. I don't understand why it's doing, why it's putting grabbers in some cases and not in others. we're out of conveyor belts. Actually, I'm going to wait on that. We'll just do the turn. I'm going to wait till this empties. And it's still waiting on wheels. Because wheels take 5 seconds. These take 4 seconds. So we actually need to have more wheel factories or an additional worker here. But we're not getting enough planks at this point still. Yeah. Which is insane. That we don't have enough trees. We might not have enough trees. Oh, it's yellow coins. We're out of yellow coins. Okay. Well then. I can't believe that's the problem, but that is the problem because this costs yellow coins to harvest wood with Forester. So we need to sell more stuff to the houses. We need to move more product. What if we built another farm over here? Like, I guess like that. Although I would prefer to have it placed where it can reach. Can I take this resource out? Nope, this one. Can't afford. Oh, that costs 25? Wow, okay. I guess I'll do this one then. I was hoping to have those berries be a berry farm. No, I want it that way, I think. And then let's take out at least a couple of these fences, maybe all of them. And I'm assuming berries can roll on a chute. I guess I could test that. They can. Excellent. So now we need to be inventive. Let's do the inventive scaffolding thing again. Maybe across here right away. So let's do, it's got to come out. We'll come out here and then turn right away. Yeah, I think so. So we need to have, I think at that height would be okay. Let's make sure. Put down a chute and then a grabber. Logistic grabber. Like that. Not linked to the adjacent building. Okay, so it can't be that high. How about this high? And if we have to do something different, I guess we'll have to do something different. Oh, I did that already. B, G. Okay, now it's linked. Can't tell if there's anything on the chute, though. Do this. And then we'll do this. Okay, that doesn't work. Wait a minute. Okay, good. We do have berries in the farm. I was hoping that wasn't the problem. Can I do it like this? Or am I going to have to go straight out to start with? I thought we did a weird grabber thing on this the last time. There it goes. Okay. It just needed to be pointed at the building. So can I maintain this height all the way to the thing? I'm hoping the answer is going to be yes. I think the answer is yes. Now becomes the question becomes game logic versus real world logic. I deleted a path. Deleted a path. And this goes into there. So should I put some supports in? Is the game logic versus real world logic thing. And I think I will just do like that. And then we need to shoot here to there, I'll say. And then here into there. I don't have enough stuff for that much. Shoot. And go to there. Come on, one more blank. There we go. No! Do I need a grabber here? Oh, this building. Okay, I know what the problem is. Let's do... Need to go downhill a little bit here. It all goes downhill from here. We're one block too high because we came down one slope here. And I didn't account for it. And that's my own fault. There, there, in we go. Excellent. Okay, so now we have berries being produced automatically. And we've already stuffed everybody full of berries. Okay. You're selling berries. And take that out for just a moment. Those are the berries that I deleted. Anything you delete off of a conveyor belt or a chute will go into your base. Oh, the base does support more than 4 items. It just grows by as it needs it. So when I deleted that conveyor or that chute, it put the plank for it in the base. Okay, so now I want you to take these berries from the base into the food market so that they get used. And then I can, once you're done, I guess I could have used a wagon for that. Are you still waiting on cloth? Wait a minute. I told you to do that, and you to do that. Why did they not do what I told them to do? Wait, can you not get there now? Okay, well then you're just getting deleted then. Oh wait, they'll put the stuff back in. Never mind. I don't know why I was being so particular with that. That goes there. And then this can come in like that. Nope, it cannot. Well, it can, but I need to do it myself. Oh no! Oh no. Okay, there we go. I was putting the chutes, the belts onto the belt. Okay. Okay, so now we have berries go mega. And I think that is the last one. So I guess it's okay to delete carts because the items for them... Oops, stop. Not what I wanted. Stay over there. There's 4 wheels in there currently. If I delete that one, now there's 8. Now there's 12. So you can delete stuff. Ignore what I said in the previous episodes about that. And then you can be deleted. I mean, I don't know that you get the coins back necessarily, but at least you get the resources back. Okay, so now we have a fruit farm in there. And now I want to do the same with... You know what I forgot about? The base upgrade needs cloth. And I'm not putting it in a barn because I said I didn't need to. Okay, so I need to store up some of this cloth. I could do this the lazy way. Is processing time that slow? It is. Cotton field is more than producing enough. The cloth is the slow poke. Okay, so let's do another workshop here, making cloth out of cotton. And then let's do a belt like this, and then like that. And then we need a grabber, BG grabber, there. And then that's going to just go into a barn, BDB. And then this goes here. And I just want one slot of cloth. Like that. Just to store it up. And actually this is overproducing cloth for the amount of wheel production we still have going because we don't have enough yellow coins. Which would be good that we get this going over here and get flour going because, or get bread going. I'm just going to go ahead right to bread, I think. Is this costing me coins too? No. Oh, so only wood foresters cost coins. Interesting. Bummer, but interesting. Now we can upgrade the base. Now, do I actually need this still? I don't think so. I said that before, I know, but I don't think so. Delete that. And then delete some of this stuff here. And then delete that. Delete that there. Make it look nice again. Okay, so let's... Is it because we're picking berries and apples? No, because the apples are separate. No, they're in the same category. But the berries are just backed up, and the apples aren't. Okay, let's get this going. Let's get this farm going as our last thing for today. Let's do building a kitchen. There. Sure, we'll go that way with it. And then this is going to make bread, and we need fuel for this. So for now, we're going to have to use a worker. We don't have coins for the worker. Shoot. Did I? I did not. I forgot to do this. I don't have coins to make workers. Now what? I guess I could pause these temporarily so that I can save up my coin. See, they're replanting trees. You can see that as they grow. Oh, this isn't fast enough. This workshop's not fast enough now. We provide enough wheels for compared to everybody else. Is 2 workers going to be enough for that? We actually had more than enough planks saved up. Okay, now I can build a worker. Here. Fueling that. I think 1 will be able to keep up, but if not, we'll have to deal with that somehow. Give him a couple of road tiles to work on. And now we can make this flour go into the kitchen. We already tested that. Flour go to kitchen. And then I want to... Do I want to buffer this bread? I don't think so. I don't think so. So now we need the scaffolding thing. Ramp up. I think... Actually, we could just start up. Let's go up to, I think 3 is where we have to start, at least. We could ramp up later, but let's start at 3. Even though the building is high enough. And we need a grabber. Look. There's bread. Okay. Then let's do this. And I think I'm just going to keep it on this level, at least through here. I'm going to go right over top of the stone belt there. Being careful that I hit the thing correctly. And then we'll come down and we'll meet up next to this apple belt that I started, like this. I think that one's too high. It is too high. Doggone. It was too high coming out of the apple farm, too. Can I do real world logic here? I think that's where it goes. Because I could do like, yep, that is. This is garbage then. And this goes in like this. And we need to come down. We also need to probably go over here, I think. Probably. Let's build up right here. Oopsie. Path. And then here. then here. Uh-oh, what did I delete? I deleted the conveyor belt. Or, not conveyor belt. Shoot. Well, shoot. And then let's slope down. Actually, let's take this one out and slope down right here. And then we need to slope down again, I think, into the thing. I think we're too high. Let's see. Lots of conveyor belts. I don't know how many we have. 46, is that what that means? Yeah, I think that's what that means. We're just barely gonna make it. Still have 15 left, though. Make sure this works. And I guess in the meantime, I could start building this scaffolding for the apple thingy. Oops, leave that there. Can I build a logical support right here? Yes. Just for fun. And so then this can come along parallel. For now. For here, I mean. And then I think it's going to continue along down this road. Yep. They're eating the bread. Good. That's going to mean a lot more yellow coins. A lot. And let's go, actually, here. Nope, this one here. And then this one underneath it. Nope, can't do that. Well, I can do this, though. This is another place to do your logic. If you put a couple, like one of these down, and then one of these down. I think, yeah, that's enough for a cart to pass under. They have to have a two height space in order for them to pass under. And let's do this. And then one more, and then finally a slope down. I hit the wrong button. Try that again, Wally, with the left click this time. There you go. And I don't know if we have enough to pull this off or not. We need a grabber right there anyway. Nope, we're stuck right there. Okay, let's do a grabber just to get this going. And then we'll leave this here, and I'll let the belts build up a little bit more. Maybe we could do another research here. Intermediate logistics. Sorters, pushers, split. Ooh, that looks fun. That's going to cost red coins. Let's do the fluid pipe first because it's the cheapest. And then we can move on from there. And I'll let the belts build up, and we'll finish that belt in the beginning of the next episode. And then we can shut off this cart. And now we have bread coming along a very slow belt. Or not very slow, the belt's slow, yes, but a very slow supply. So we could potentially work on that as well. It looks like grain is the problem. So we could potentially have another grain field here. Actually, let's go ahead and do that now. Grain. That way we can at least build up some more bread. Actually, does this do... It does double. Let's do that instead. Cancel this, or delete this. Cancel this and this, and just put the extra worker in here. Because it does double the speed. And then that way we have bread going in. We'll have apples at the beginning of the next episode. Automated without a cart. And then we can move on to whatever the next thing we need to work on is going to be, which I think might be animal-related stuff. So thank you all for joining me, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye for now.